is going to be our session 1 of Hank Winter's Paranormal Investigators group and the Curse of Strahd. First of all, you guys are in the town of Willowdale. For years, the town of Willowdale has nestled comfortably within the protective embrace of its wooden walls. Far removed from the turmoil of the outside world, life flowed peacefully with the townsfolk going about their daily routines, blissfully ignorant of the sinister veil that loomed high above mountain peaks. It was a day like any other, when the first tendrils of an eerie and mysterious fog began to billow over the distant mountains. The fog hung ominously in the sky, shrouding the town in an oppressive silence as it stared down upon Willowdale like a malevolent omen. The once clear skies were now obscured by this dark presence, casting a pall over the once vibrant town. As the days turned into weeks, a chilling unease settled upon the townsfolk. Rumors began to circulate of travelers, merchants, and even farmers who had mysteriously vanished without a trace. Fearful whispers echoed through the cobblestone streets, each account of the missing townsfolk more unsettling than the last. The source of the disappearances remained an enigma, with no concrete explanation. The townspeople's theories were as diverse as the stars in the night sky. Some believed that ruthless bandits lurked just beyond the town's gate, lying in wait to snatch unsuspecting victims. Others spoke of mythical monstrous creatures only found in the pages of fable and folklore, emerging from the shadows to drag unawary to the abyss. And then there were those who whispered of the fog itself, claiming that it was more than a scene, an otherworldly shroud with a sinister purpose. The fog continues to watch over them, an inscrutable presence that refuses to dissipate. The townsfolk can no longer deny the unsettling truth. They are in the grip of an ominous mystery, and they must unravel its secrets before the darkness claims them all. Alright, so I'll give you guys a little bit of a description about Willowdale. The Willowdale stands as a beacon of unwavering faith and tranquil beauty. Home to a close-knit community of around about 2,000 people, this picturesque town thrives under the benevolent guidance of Odea, the revered goddess of light, whose radiance bathes every cobblestone street and every heart within. The town's wooden walls, hewn from the ancient trees of a nearby forest, encircle Willowdale like the comforting arms of a guardian deity. They stand not as barriers to keep outsiders at bay, but as symbols to the unwavering faith. Carved along the outer perimeter of the walls are exquisite reliefs depicting Odea's benevolent presence, her luminous grace guiding the way for all those who seek the path of righteousness. Willowdale's cobblestone streets wind their way through the heart of the town, offering a scenic journey through the bastion of virtue. The warm glow of a street lanterns fueled by pure radiant crystals banish darkness from even the darkest of corners, embodying the town's steadfast commitment to truth and enlightenment. In the center of town, a magnificent temple to Odea rises, their prayers and offerings seeking Odea's divine guidance. The temple's stained glass windows cast colorful beams of light throughout, a living testament to the goddess's influence in their lives. The town governed by a wise and just mayor, chosen through a democratic process that reflects the town's commitment to fairness and integrity. Under the mayor's watchful eye, Willowdale thrives as a harmonious community where laws are upheld and justice is dispensed with compassion. Magic, once whispered about in hushed tones, is viewed in skepticism in Willowdale, as the people believe that Willowdale's light alone illuminates the path of truth and righteousness. Yet, despite their skepticism, the townsfolk hold an unspoken respect for the mystical arts, understanding that Odea's grace can be found in many forms. Willowdale may be relatively small, but it's a haven of tranquility where faith in Odea, unity, and the pursuit of truth create a haven of unwavering light in a world filled with shadows. Whether you seek spiritual enlightenment or respite from the chaos of the realm, Willowdale welcomes you with open arms and a radiant heart. So I guess I can go over about each district too, just so you guys.
Can we learn about Sam's mom's home first?
Yeah, please. My mom's not that fat.
Pig Pile 10. It is also known as the breadbasket of Willowdale, and the district is a vertical paradise for those who work with the land and those who seek to nourish the town.
Damn, we'll lurse in those fields.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I can give you some cool things about Pig Pile 10. It has a lot of livestock markets. Pig Piles are known for its livestock market. East Piosec, also known as the Humble Quarter. Nestled in the eastern outskirts of Willowdale Willowdale, East Pilesec stands as a testament to the town's commitment to inclusivity and compassion. While the rest of Willowdale may boast cobblestone streets and the picturesque cottages, East Pilesec embraces a simpler, humbler way of life. It is not the worst housing district to live in, though, as that belongs to South Pilesec. South Pilesec is known as the District of Resilience, too. As you reach into the southern reaches of Willowdale, you'll encounter South Pilesec. It's a district that embodies the enduring spirit of its inhabitants in the face of greater adversity. South Pilesec shares much in common with its counterpart East Pilesec, but its hardships are more pronounced, and its residents live with even fewer resources. It is by far the poorest district in the entire town.
Yeah.
So next we'll go over is
I need a
Willowdale
piece of
District. Stands as a testament to the town's commitment to providing a comfortable and thriving community for its middle-class residents. Here, amidst cobblestone streets are well-maintained homes. A sense of contentment and prosperity envelops the air.
I jerk off to myself.
Oh, same.
Willowdale District is by far the most people in Willowdale are middle-class residents. I would say probably about 60% of the people you most likely will live. Now we'll go to the Highland District. It is also called the Enclave of Prosperity. Tucked away in the most prestigious corners of Willowdale, the Highland District stands as a testament to the town's wealth and prestige.
In a box.
An air of refinement and sophistication
New York.
that is second to none. Go to Terraport. It is the port of the town. People call it the Harbor of Adventures. Here, the town's heartbeat quickens with the arrival and departure of ships, and the streets are lined with inns, taverns, and trinket shops. Cater to the needs and desires of travelers from near and far. If you ever need to trade something, your best bet's to go there. That's where you'll find the most unique people there to venture forth. That is a good place to start. And next, we'll go to the Upper Coin Acre, it is also called the Shopper's Paradise. The district of Upper Coin Acre is a vibrant and bustling shopping haven where the town's residents and visitors alike come to explore a myriad of stores and establishments. With its lively streets and charming storefronts, Upper Point Acre is a place where commerce and community converge. It's a pretty tight community. Honestly, the only customers who go there are the people of Willowdale themselves. Over there next to Point Acre is Handbrake Road. It is a district teeming with the bustling energy of everyday life and industry. Here, hard-working residents and businesses come together to provide essential services, craftsmanship, and a sense of down-to-earth community. Where honestly, you could probably find industry-related businesses. Speak Market is a district within Willowdale that comes alive with the hustle and bustle open-air markets. Here, a tapestry of cultures converges as a foreign seller to set up an array of tents. Speak Market isn't as busy as it usually is during festival times at Willowdale. If you're ever looking for any magic items, that is probably the best place to go and find, but you have to look hard for them because those sellers know that Willowdale does not accept magic. And then next we'll go down to Fernuke Avenue. It is the park of the city. It's the town park, offers respite from hustle and bustle of daily life. It's a sanctuary of calm and natural beauty, inviting residents and visitors unwind and savor the simple pleasures of life. And if you see our next there, we have the Temple of Light right next to the park. It is the spiritual heart of Willowdale. Temple of Light is a magnificent structure or sanctuary dedicated to worship of Odeya. It's the largest and most revered temple in the town. It serves not only as a place of religious devotion, also as a symbol of unity and enlightenment for all who call Willowdale home. These are where you will find people here in Willowdale are very devoted to Odeya. Love spending time here.
I know where I'm gonna find some free customers.
The town hall is an architectural marvel that seamlessly merges the stately grandeur of a castle with the timeless elegance of a marble construction. This imposing structure serves as the epicenter of governance and diplomacy, where the town's affairs are conducted with wisdom and integrity. This is where you can find mayor. You also have the lower marrow.
Does anybody live in it?
It's like dump, it's like waste collection, it's that kind of people. You work out there. Quiet in the workshop was broken by the unmistakable sound of a knock on the door. Zazriel's keen ears perked up, and he set down his tools, glancing towards you. And a sense of anticipation filled the air. You hear a lady's voice saying, "Hello, are you in here, Zazriel?" Zazriel's eyes widened in recognition as he turned to face the visitor, her heart quickening with a mixture of surprise and curiosity. The store now the sun, you could tell that it was Kira Corey, a tall elf lady, about 20 years old. For the most part, you know about her, she's really nice and cheerful. You have a suspecting reason she comes to your store a lot is because you believe she has a crush on you. You're behind the counter from your workshop. You hear her say, "There you are, Zazul. How was the store today?"
The day was slow, but at least I have Spark to keep me company. What's that? That envelope's gonna fall out of the back of your pocket.
She pulls the envelope out of her back pocket. It was taped to the front of your door, and she hands it to you. And so as you open up this envelope, you realize it is from your boss, Hank Winder. Basically, what the rundown of the envelope says is that there is an urgent meeting at the town hall, and he's asking you and the rest of Hank Winder's turnover to meet up there. He says, "Well, what does it say?"
I got a meeting to go to. You know, since it's slow here, I had to find work somewhere else, so gotta go do that now.
Behind the bar, a figure moved gracefully amidst the chaos of bottles and mugs. The charismatic and weathered barkeep approached John with a knowing look. He placed another shot glass on the countertop, its contents shimmering like a liquid fire. He says, "This one's on me, John." His
Thank
voice, as John Pork lifted the shot glass, his eyes met Silas for a brief moment. Exchanged unspoken words conveyed more than the conversation could ever tell. You came to Willowdale looking for riches and prosperity, but instead, you actually found something else. You found a wife and you had a kid. But, past few days, your wife and child went missing. They told you last that they were going to go to the village nearby, and you believe that they had to cross through the fog. You don't know what's happening. You think the worst happened. So, what's your wife and child's name?
Mira and Myra.
As you're talking to John,
The fog is coming.
you feel like tap on your back. You turn around, you see a little newspaper roll, and he says, "Here, Mr. John, here's this," and he hands you a letter.
I take it.
So whenever you open the letter, it's a letter basically, you can tell it's from Hank Linder, your boss with the Paranormal Hunter group, and he's saying that there's an important meeting at the town hall. You are invited, and it's urgent.
I'm gonna turn to the barkeep, whose name is John, right?
No, his name's Silas.
Silas. Slightly drunk, Silas. Sorry. I gotta get going. Thank you for the drinks and the reassuring words of encouragement.
In the heart of East Pipes, where the shadows seemed to linger a little longer, there stood a depleted house. Inside the house, it offered a little respite from the hardships outside. Seated in a worn recliner, a man slouched forward, his appearance a mirror of the desolation that seemed to permeate every inch of East Piosa. You have a severe drinking problem.
Severe.
Yes, you have a severe drinking problem. You probably go through like 2-3 flasks a day, straight alcohol. As you're sitting there drinking, you hear a little faint knock on your front door.
I'm gonna open the door.
As you open the door, it's a very weary, frail old man. His name is Turk. "Well, howdy, neighbor. I haven't seen you out in a while. You doing okay in there?"
You know, surviving.
"I brought you this," and he pulls out this pie. It's not very well made. You think it's apple pie, but you really don't know.
Like, oh, thank you, sir. You did not have
He
to.
gives you like this wad of like mail and stuff you have from like overdue tax fees and your house like being threatened to be condemned and stuff. One of the letters you can tell though, you think it's from one of your business establishments.
Well, thank you, sir. And I do have one thing to request from you.
What's that?
Please don't snoop through my mail. Take a bite of the apple pie.
The first on top of your mail pile is you open it up. You realize that it is from Hank Winder, your boss of your second job. You realize that there's an urgent meeting in the town hall that requires you to be there.
I guess I'm gonna stand up with all my mail, set it down. I'm gonna go grab my greatsword off my wall.
As you go into your wall, you open your closet, reach up so you grab your greatsword, and you see you have only one other piece of clothing in your house, and it is your uniform for your militia. It's like a practical leather armor. It's kind of reinforced with steel plates. Has a face guard, protective helmet. There's nice boots there.
That I have a bottle of bourbon in my
you
household.
do.
I'm gonna refill my flask. Put that on my waistband, and I'm gonna head out to the town hall.
You guys actually all three get to the town hall at the same time. And as you guys walk in, you see some like guards patrolling and stuff. And they look at you for a second. They realize Michael's with you guys. They walk past. And you guys are standing there in the middle of the town hall. What do you do?
Hi, my name is Azrael.
It's Azrael. My name is Michael.
Nice to meet you, Michael.
Nice to meet you, Michael. Name's John Pork.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Zazrael.
Nice to meet you, Azrael. John Pork.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I guess we should try to find this fucking guy. I don't
Perhaps,
know.
gentlemen, we should go down to where those people are talking.
Hank might be down there.
Alright.
You guys walk in and they'll turn around and say, "Ah, there they are." And I need you guys, you two, roll me a like purpose.
Okay. 8.
I got a 5.
Okay. And she's like looking normal. Like you can tell that she was like this Hank was hyping you guys up. Whenever she walked in, she turned her face like it was like kind of like a straightforward face, and she turned around and her face went. And she's like, well, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I'd much rather find better candidates for this job. She turns around to you guys. You guys have any better colleagues that work at this paranormal hunting?
Okay, I talk to the mayor. I'm gonna be like, I know I don't look like it now, but I am actually a part of the militia here, as I am a general. I know I'm not dressed for the occasion. I wasn't knowing I was gonna meet the mayor today. I am sorry about my appearance.
But if you are a general of the militia, I would think that you would at least be able to, say we have an emergency, especially in times like now, that you would be better prepared and not drunk. If you come in here like this, I don't know if you're the most valuable townsfolk we have.
I'm not trying to devalue our lives, miss, but truly that is kind of the case. You wouldn't, if, let's say, problems were to arise at the town, you'd want the most valuable assets here to defend it.
John is correct.
Also, for you to judge us so harshly off this first encounter, I'm not gonna go into my hardships here, but I've lost a lot of my life. The least I could do was splurge on my day of off duty when I'm not protecting the town. It's like, I know you, as right now, I've been drinking, but every other day I am here doing my job to the best of my abilities.
You send out your drunk people and they get it solved. I mean, think about that. Your drunk people get it solved. You didn't even need to send anybody else to go solve it. The other towns couldn't solve it with their best people.
Hank, I thought you said your employees were experts in this. Well, they are. He hands you a piece of paper. Says, "Here, it's a formal notice from the mayor and myself. You guys, I believe this is the most leave we've ever had for this fall. 50% off from any store, any supplies you need throughout Willowdale. I give you the permission to do that. If anyone has any problems, let me know or God know and put a handle in Hank's. Oh, by the way, what did that letter say?
I don't know.
Some person in distress in a faraway town.
Because his lady got sick from the fog.
And I think they're seeking aid.
From anyone they can.
I recommend you guys leave tomorrow, bro.
We'll gear up for the travel tomorrow. We'll be out of here.
Very well. Again, I'm sorry for being rude to you earlier.
It is okay.
I wish you guys all the best of luck, and Hank, I hope your group's ready. He looks like, what? Oh, yeah, we'll be ready.
We're gonna need some of that gold that you've concentrated for yourself.
Here you go. Hands you the bag.
How much is in the bag?
You can guess maybe 150. Michael, how have you been? I haven't seen you at the house in a long time.
Well, I've been doing good. I have a mission. I had to leave town for I'm not too sure how long. I'm not gonna bring my horse, and he's not looking good. I'm gonna pull out 5 gold pieces. I'm gonna hand it to her. I need you to take care of my horse.
This is a lot of money.
Yes, for your troubles as well. But please keep my horse well maintained.
Wait, who are these people behind you here?
These are my co-workers.
Good luck. So Zazo gets in his carriage, and you're pretty like, this is my carriage. I'm guessing you're in a passenger spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Passenger spot. You guys only got in the back of your carriage like 4 baskets of food. It's literally it. And if you're going fast, you can either ride your horse or you can walk the side. You see in the mountains above to the west, you see this fog that's sitting on top of the mountain. You start to notice the sky starts to get dimmer. It starts to cast out the sun and the sky. It gets much more darker.
I got 15.
Your horse is starting to freak the fuck out. You are keeping it under control, but your horse is like panicking hardcore. Like it sounds like it's like it foreshadowed something.
Do I notice?
I mean, yeah, you notice that Chris.
Does your horse need some food there?
I'm gonna like pat him on the side. I'm like, you're okay, bud.
As you're walking up through this fog, you notice that a sign, like a street sign, you've never ever seen before. It's a sign that says Old Salvage Road. You keep walking the fog, it slowly surrounds. You cannot see the sky at all. It's very, very foggy. As you guys are walking, you come up to this. Fog spills out the forest, the swallow up the road behind you. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. And 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only silently. You guys hear this like mechanical sound come from Zazro.
I give him a nod of approval.
And as you guys notice, you hear the sound of like whenever you're unscrewing a bolt that has been like rusted for ages, you finally get to break. You hear the sound of like the gates pop open and they slowly open.
Damn.
You see anything?
You just see fog.
There's nobody standing at the gate?
No, the gates open by themselves. You can tell something is off. You can't tell it's magical or it's crazy. You don't know. Your horse eyes are darting around everywhere.
My horse does not like this.
Is there anyone there?
Check it out.
Behind the gate?
You hear it, like your voice kind of echoes. You don't hear anything.
Give me 1 sec, guys. I will be back. I will go check this out. I'm gonna jump off my horse and put my leash on the camera.
Alright, so you go.
I'm gonna roll perception. Ooh, damn. 19.
Can I roll perception on the statues? Like to see if there's anything off about them?
Void
I got
displays.
7?
Yeah.
You look at the statues, right?
Mm.
These statues look obviously very, very, very old.
Mm.
It's about most things you can decipher. You can tell there were guards. At one point, this was like supposed to be like a cool, holy, almost a cool symbol, like welcome here.
Let's go inside.
Okay.
When you, as soon as you walk past this gate shut, the fog just comes and collapses on you. Your lungs start to fill up. You know, like imagine like all the moisture there, and just you're basically almost drowning from fog. And your horse, Chris, you need to roll a hand on your horse right now.
That's 9.
Your horse, it passes out. It collapses on the ground.
No,
And you see
buddy.
its chest just heaving in and out, heaving in and out. The rope that you had attached, it broke off, and the horse heaving on the ground. But everyone right now needs to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Yeah, 13.
14.
All 3 of you start to choke up. Like it's not like death choking, but it's like sucking the life out of you almost. And this fog is, and the only thing you see in front of you is like this path where the fog isn't as dense. It's the only thing. And right now, if you stay there for another minute, you're gonna start suffering levels of exhaustion.
Pull my longsword, and I'm gonna take a knee next to my horse, and I'm gonna slit his throat.
As you notice, your horse falls over, and your horse's eyes are like glazed over. It's not dead, but it's like passed out. And you pull your sword, easy cut.
Pat his side,
the
like,
blood just spills on your throat.
Easy
Sorry,
cut.
buddy.
As soon as you cut that neck and that blood starts flowing through, you can see that these bear's eyes dart to the woods right at you. More or less your horse. As you run it past, you hear the sound of like something being dragged, and you hear the sound of like the grass and the leaves rustle.
Took his ass.
And it just, as you look back, all you can see is the blood smear.
Also, I don't want to alarm you guys, but as I put my horse to rest, I watched some figures drag his corpse into the woods. I know we're not alone. I would prepare yourself for combat. I'm gonna draw my longsword.
I'm gonna ready my beating ring and my cane.
I'm gonna keep Spark away.
Can't stop now.
You only have 1 spark.
He's his own little baby boy.
You cannot let him
He's the
die.
size of my fist. He has a 21 AC.
Maybe he won't die. What's his health?
5.
Oh.
This foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by the paw prints. This man has obviously been dead for several days, and he holds a crumpled envelope in one hand. You hear the lone howl. You hear another howl back. 3 howls now. And in the distance, you see what appears to be a small